Hi guys, how are you? Hope you are doing fine and that you are safe. Today a check-in on my resolution to not buy any more perfumes until Christmas time or until I have reached 700 subscribers. I haven't reached 700 subscribers yet, so let's see. Have I been a good girl or a naughty one? Let's see. So, I tried to be a good girl, but yes, it was not a no-buy period. It was a low-buy period for me. This almost 2 months since I made my resolution. But for 2 months period, I bought only 3 perfumes. So I really tried to stay good. I have identified a list of few factors that trigger this compulsion to buy. I'm going to share them with you because maybe it's going to help you in your journey, in your non-buying journey. And I'm sorry for not being able, to resist all the temptations that came my way. And if you are watching this channel, please forgive me. I know some of you are on this journey with me of non-buying, and let's face it, we are humans. And sometimes some of the factors that I'm going to mention you can be very hard, to resist. So one of the factors that really trigger my perfume buying compulsion is the health of my kids. And yes, yes, this is the time when I struggle a lot and I can't help, especially when I see a very good offer. When you have small kids, and my youngest is 1.5 years, when they are running high fevers, you have to watch them during the night to make sure that the fever doesn't reach above 40 degrees. Yes, I know, fun times. And to keep awake after 2 sleepless nights, I'm looking on YouTube, on websites, on Facebook, and this is the time, the right time when an offer that you can't refuse pops up and you are deprived of sleep and you just hit that button or you contact the person because you say to yourself, oh yes, I must have that one because I need something, to make me feel awake or alive or anything. Yes, and I bought one of my perfumes like that. This is Boucheron L'Ambre d'Alexandrie. If the camera is not focusing, I'm going to put a picture on the screen. But before I'm talking about this one, let's see the other factor. So, the health of my kids. The political existential pressure that we are feeling right now in Europe. And I think around the world, a lot of people are facing the same pressure and terror. But right now in Europe, after years and dozens of years of non-conflict and of peace, we have a situation that is terrifying. And we are being told constantly on TV, on the internet, that we are doomed, that we might face a nuclear disaster. And this is a trigger factor for me. Yes. I have experienced as a child the Chernobyl tragedy. We have been told only after a few days about what happened in Chernobyl. Let's say a little bit. So I live in Romania, some in the northeastern part of Romania, close to Ukraine. So we are like 200 kilometers from the border. Yes, as a child, I didn't quite understood the panic that my parents faced regarding the radiations and so on. But right now, I do, because I have 2 small kids, and we are constantly being, reminded of what happened, of what might happen. It is a lot of pressure. Some people in this type of terror, pressure, might just think about the essentials in life, and this is very sane. Or some of us might think, we are doomed anyway, and maybe we should give us some slack, and just be more indulgent with our passions and addictions. And this is what triggered two other pies, okay? Yes. Because let's face it, life is short. And yes, we have to be rational. We have to, of course, put first our kids' needs, basic needs. But at the end of the day, it is so sane to have a passion that lifts you up and gives you a little hope and a little safe space in your mind and heart. Yes, and perfumes do that for me. After buying Ambre d'Alexandrie, that by the way, it is a very nice perfume, I decided that I need other two perfumes. Let's talk about, so I talked about two factors. What was the other one? Oh, I have a factor that made me not buy perfumes, and I'm going to talk about that one in the end. So first, Ambre d'Alexandrie. This is a very beautiful, slightly gourmand, or a little bit more gourmand now that I'm smelling it, ambery perfume. Apparently, it resembles a lot Ambre Narguilé from Hermes. That is kind of a unicorn. It's going to be available only for the, high-end clients of Hermes, whatever. I really wanted the experience. It popped up on my Facebook group at a very good price. This is a tester, huge bottle of 125 milliliters. And yes, I wanted it. I hit the button and it came. It is a gorgeous perfume. I really love it. But guess what? I have a similar perfume in my collection, and if I had thought that through, maybe I would have saved some money. But I don't regret it, just like 50%. I have Kaltat Night from Attar collection. They are like 85-90% similar. This is more, I would say, apple pie-ish, but not my regular apple pie, but I understand the comparison that a lot of people are making on Fragrantica. And Kaltat is more sour cherry focused. But they have cinnamon, they are very warm, borderline gourmand. I think Kaltat is more gourmand, so the note of sour cherry is very pronounced in Kaltat Night. Here you have like a non-distinct apple, sour cherry, pie-ish, cinnamonish smell, a little bit boozy. This one wears not better, it is more easy to wear, okay? Daytime, cold summer days maybe, but let's say more warm fall days. Kaltat is heavier, it performs better. Yes, Kaltat Night performs better than this one. They are quite similar in vibe. This is a little bit airier, maybe more versatile, okay, but Kaltat Night has better performance. It stays a long time on my skin, it projects a lot, and it has like a more rich, dense feeling. And for that reason, if I have looked a little bit more at, what perfume resembles what on Fragrantica, I would have considered not buying this one because I already have Kaltat Night. However, I have a partial bottle of that one. So when I'm finishing that one, or I can use them, in the same time, just to not miss it when it is gone. Okay, 125 milliliters are going to last me a long time. It is a beautiful perfume. Let's just say that. Very comforting, very warm, and definitely something that I will enjoy this fall, especially because it gives me, that safe zone that I need in my heart. After blind buying Boucheron L'Ambre d'Alexandrie, I said to myself, you have some perfumes on your wish list that you haven't bought. So it doesn't make sense to buy something blind when you resisted the temptation to buy something that you wanted for a long time. So I had for a long time a decant from Alameda, from Robert Piguet. I really like the perfumes from Robert Piguet, especially the ones created by Aurélien Guichard. If you are familiar with Narciso, the White Cube Eau de Parfum, Chinatown, what else has he done? I'm going to search and maybe put on the screen for you some references. It has a style, you know, like a DNA in his perfumes. They are a little bit powdery, creamy, very feminine, not all of them, okay, but the ones that I like from his creations. So this one, Alameda, the name comes from the gardens around Alhambra. Very nice, you know, the association. I really loved going, traveling with my husband in Spain a few years back, so the name, really love the name. I think it kind of, yes, it is well suited for the perfume. It has an oriental vibe. How does it smell, Alameda? So, this one, I went through a decant, kept smelling, you know, the cap after I finished it, and resisted the temptation to buy it, even if it is discontinued. And it was at a very good offer online, and I missed the offer and decided to buy it when the prices went up, because it makes sense, so much sense, but I don't regret buying. Even if it has a similar DNA with some of the perfumes from Robert Piguet and of Aurélien Guichard, it is different enough to justify having it in my collection. We have here a very crisp, in the beginning, white lily. The lily is pure, it has bergamot on top. I usually don't like lilies in nature and perfumeries. They are quite spectacular, you know, in a big bouquet of flowers. I like offering a bouquet with the lilies because they are spectacular, but the smell, if you smell them outdoors, it is okay, but in a room, oh, it gives me headaches. But not this lily. This lily, it is almost stripped of all the, I don't know, indolic facets, the ones that I can't stand, and it's made super crisp and innocent, like for a bride. Sorry for my light. Unfortunately, I have missed today natural light, and now I'm filming here with this light that it is not great, but that's it. It is either now or after a week. So let's do this video now. So we have a very crisp, white, pure lily. In the beginning, a little bit harsh, but not too much. And then it becomes very creamy. It is like you have like a whipped cream with some lilies, I don't know, mixed in there. So it becomes so soft and enveloping, and it makes me think of winter, because I imagine like a big white sweater or a scarf, you know, around you that smells like this. It is a very enveloping, warm, sensual almost smell, and it dries down to a beautiful base of candied patchouli. And it also has some rose and some iris, if I'm not mistaken, because I definitely smell some, I don't know, creaminess, but also a little bit powdery on top. It is very beautiful. You know, when you really like a perfume, so this was not an impulsive buy. I sit on it for 2-3 months to buy it, and decided that I would be too unhappy if it is gone, because I fear it is discontinued. So yes, I wanted it. 100 milliliter bottle. Yes, I'm going to treasure this one. Loved it. It has a good performance. On me, Visa, Alameda, they both have good performance from Robert Piguet, but they last a long time. They don't project like crazy, but they last a long time, honestly. And the third acquisition was made on the same criteria, you know, of rationalizing. It is also a perfume that I have wanted it for a long time, but couldn't justify the high price. because the performance is not great. Unfortunately, for a lot of their perfumes, the performance is not great lately, and they should do something about this, because they increased again the prices, and for a designer brand, this is a little bit too much already. And another reason, not just the price, is that I kind of told myself it has the DNA of the house. I already have two of the perfumes in the line. One is more similar. But okay, I'm talking about Coco Noir from Chanel. What can be said about Coco Noir? A lot of people know this perfume. It is beautiful. It is a grown-up version of Coco Mademoiselle, but not as grown up as Coco. So Coco should be called Coco Noir, in my humble opinion. That one is still the most sultry of them all. This one, it is in between Coco Mademoiselle and Coco. It has more of the Coco Mademoiselle DNA. It has a beautiful patchouli in the base, the Chanel patchouli that is beautiful, clean. Alameda's patchouli is also a clean one to my nose, so you don't go into angel territory, but if you love angel, you might love this one, you know what I'm saying? And this one has a beautiful patchouli with rose, with something, I think bergamot on top, some balsamic notes. So it is like you strip off Coco Mademoiselle from all the fleshy, citrusy notes in the beginning that make it more effervescent and youthful to me, but not all, I understand. And you leave just the heart of it, not just the base, but the heart and some of the base, and you put some more balsamic notes. I like this one. I think it is quite unisex. I sprayed it on my hand earlier. It is beautiful. This is very classy. I mean, this is what I would wear to work if I ever go into the office and not just work from home. I would wear to, I don't know, a parents' meeting. I would wear to the opera even. But maybe to the opera I would wear something more like Coco. Yes, that one. But it is definitely an elegant perfume, for elegant occasions. But you can wear it casually as well. Very versatile. But the price is too high for the performance because it doesn't project too much. This is almost a skin scent, okay? Especially on me. And at least on me. And the longevity is there, okay? It has like 6 hour plus longevity, but yes. I got a very good offer for this one from Facebook group member. So she had an offer that I couldn't refuse because I really wanted it. I really wanted this perfume for so long. Kind of, yes, it justified my purchase. Couldn't miss that offer. Yes, another factor, an offer that you can't miss, right? So, yes, we are emotionally triggered, compulsive buying perfume lovers, aren't we? How about you? How was your August and September regarding perfume acquisitions? Please let me know in the comments area. Oh, and I was going to tell you about what kept me from buying things. So first of all, here, in Europe, I think a lot of us are very panicked about the winter that is coming regarding our electricity and gas bills. And yes, I am also, I have 2 small kids, so I can't afford not heating my house. Yes. So yes, this kind of kept me from being too naughty in my acquisitions. Actually, I decluttered a few perfumes, I sold them. And it makes me feel a little bit better, with my budget. But also, I am trying to be more rational when I'm buying things, I mean perfumes. Because I'm not tempted to buy anything else, I can stay away from buying new clothes. Okay, I need maybe a coat, or a new pair of shoes. But if I don't really need it, the temptation is not really there. But with perfumes, I have to, calm down a little bit and be more rational. And I'm trying to say to myself that I don't need another perfume. Okay, this doesn't work every time. Sometimes I'm trying to rationalize that I have similar perfumes in my collection. And if you are a collector, you want to diversify a little bit. If you have too many of the same perfumes, you don't wear all of them. So I'm trying, to see. I see a perfume that I want and I'm trying to think, do I have something similar in my collection? Yes, I do. I have that one. I don't need it. Stay there. Another thing that I'm looking at is it a versatile perfume? How many times would I wear that perfume? Because I do like some perfumes that I realize that I'm not going to wear them, okay, maybe twice or 3 times and just for myself. And I resisted that temptation to buy a gorgeous perfume from Guerlain, how is it called? Les Orients line, I think. Anyway, it is Encens Mythique. It is a lovely perfume, gorgeous, a little bit vintagey. It has a beautiful ambergris, it has aldehydes and rose and incense, but it is not your church incense there, like a crisp incense, almost clean incense, if it makes sense. To me, it smells like the sea in the winter time, and it evokes a very beautiful memory of me and my husband in a trip. We took a trip to the seaside in winter time a few years back. Yes, it is a beautiful perfume, but I realized that it is not easy to wear, okay? I don't know if I would find the occasion to wear it. I would wear it just to myself, because I don't think a lot of people would. I think some would find it a little bit aggressive. It has a very animalic aspect to it. And a friend of mine told me it kind of smells like panties that have been worn through the day. You know what I mean? Not dirty, but not clean. So it is an animalic perfume. So I saw an offer that I couldn't usually refuse, and I decided to sleep on it. This is a good thing, when you see something that you have that compulsion to buy and you say to yourself, let's just see during the night if in the morning I'm still tempted to buy it. And in the morning when I looked, it was already sold. So yes, it was a sign that I took the right decision. But who knows, maybe in the future I'm going to be tempted to buy it and just, enjoy that perfume. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Stay safe. Bye bye.